Script: The Diary of Anne Frank. Her voice: a one-act play based on the Diary of Anne Frank. All narration is from Anne's perspective, adapted for performance. Scene 1. The gift of a diary lights up a small attic room. A desk with a notebook wrapped in checkered cloth sits center stage. A 13-year-old girl enters, clutching the diary. Anne. June 12, 1942. My 13th birthday. I was showered with gifts, sweets, books, flowers. But the best gift of all, this diary. A place where I can write down my thoughts, my secrets, my dreams. A place where I can be myself. She opens the diary and writes, I'll call you Kitty, because every girl needs a true friend. Lights dim, and closes the book and hugs it to her chest. Scene 2. Shadows over Amsterdam. Projected on the backdrop, streets of Amsterdam with Nazi flags. The sound of boots marching. ANNE narrating. Life changed quickly for Jews in Amsterdam. We couldn't go to the cinema, couldn't swim in public pools, couldn't even ride our bicycles. Everywhere, rules, restrictions, yellow stars sewn onto our coats. She picks up a yellow star patch from the table and holds it up. And we were marked, different, watched. She lowers her voice. Then came the call-up notice for my sister, Margot. That was the moment that my parents knew we had to disappear. Scene 3. The secret annex. Stage shifts. A cramped space with slanted walls. Hidden behind a swinging bookcase. And July 6, 1942. We left our home in silence. Layers of clothing on our backs. No suitcases. No noise. Nothing to betray us. We walked through the rain, pretending it was just another day, but it wasn't. Pauses, looking around the annex set. This is our hiding place, the secret annex. Behind my father's office, to the outside world, it's invisible. But for us, it's our new world. She touches the walls with a mix of curiosity and dread. 8 of us live here. My parents, Margot, me. Then Mr. and Mrs. Van Don and their son Peter. Later, Mr. Dussel, a dentist. 8 people, 2 years, 1 secret. Scene 4. The rules of silence. Lights dim to an oppressive, heavy silence. And daytime is the hardest. We can't speak above a whisper. No flushing the toilet. No running water. The workers downstairs might hear us. Even a dropped spoon feels like a gunshot. She freezes at the sound of footsteps below, holds her breath, then exhales. Every day, the same fear. Will this be the day they find us? Scene 5. And the dreamer? And sits at her desk. Diary open. A small candle lights her face, but I refuse to let fear steal my imagination. I write. I dream. I argue with mother. We clash so often I feel no one understands me. Only father listens, quietly, patiently. I admire him more than anyone. Smiles, scribbles in her diary. Sometimes I imagine myself as a famous writer, that my words might live on, even if I don't. Scene 6. Friendship and love. Peter enters shyly. They sit together, speaking softly, and to audience, reflecting. At first, Peter seemed so dull, awkward, quiet, like a cat hiding in the shadows. But as the months passed, he changed. Or maybe I did. She looks at Peter, blushing. One night in the attic, he kissed me, just a simple kiss. But to me, it was like the world outside didn't exist. For a moment, I was just a girl in love. Scene 7. Fear and bombs. Sound of planes overhead. Explosions rumble. The room shakes with flashes of light. And shaking, clutches her diary. The nights are the worst. Bombs fall over Amsterdam, shaking the annex. I imagine the walls collapsing, burying us alive. And when the guns are quiet, I lie awake, listening for boots, for shouts, for the door being broken down. She buries her head in her arms. Sometimes, I wonder if I'll ever see the world again. Scene 8, Anne's reflections and sits alone, writing furiously. She pauses, then speaks aloud, her voice steady, and, in spite of everything, I still believe people are truly good at heart. I must hold on to that, or else despair will win. She lifts her diary, looks out at the audience. One day, I want to live on, even after my death. Scene 9, the arrest sudden pounding at the door. Shouts in German. The annex freezes in terror. Lights flash red, then black, and voiceover fading. August 4th, 1944. They found us. Epilogue. Dim light on Anne's empty desk. The diary rests open. Otto Frank. Her father steps forward. Otto Frank. I was the only one who survived. My wife, my daughters, gone. When I returned, I found Anne's diary. Her words, her dreams, her truth. He gently closes the diary. She wanted to live on after her death, and she has. Lights fade to black. Silence, and